she, he. I don't remember who posted it. They, them. Hey guys, Richard here. Welcome back to the channel. So, got another video. I wanted to film in studio, but you know, it's just not going to get done because I've just got too much going on at the moment. And so, this is our best option to get it recorded and get it out there while I'm out running errands. Yesterday, actually last night, I was on social media and I came across a post, and I'm going to put it up on the screen for you to take a look at, but came across this post, and this person had a concern, and she named a few YouTube corporate channels, but she pointed out the fact that she's been seeing nothing but doom and gloom, death and destruction, we're all going to die, it's the end of the world type of content. And then she goes on, she, he. I don't remember who posted it. They, them. They posted, you know, that this has been ongoing for like, they mentioned 5 years or something. And that's exactly right. You know, I want to talk about this for a minute. And, you know, I kind of responded to that person and gave them my thoughts and opinions on it. But here's something that I've noticed, and it bothered me a little bit too, especially in the beginning when I first started my channel and started getting into prepping. And that is a lot of the YouTube channels that have been out there for the last 8 or 10 years. If you go back and look at some of their old content, they were preaching doom and gloom, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, talking about how we're running out of food and there's going to be blackouts and just a number of things like that, and kind of stirring up the pot. And of course, nothing happened. So it really got me thinking about, you know, that YouTubers are crying wolf. And we all know the story about crying wolf. You just keep saying the same thing, nothing happens, and then something does happen. And I think that's kind of the situation that we're in. People that have been watching these YouTube channels for a long time keep hearing the same thing, so they're kind of numb to it. And some of these YouTubers, by all means, they've been saying the same thing for so long that now they're having a hard time leveling up and really expressing the real threats that we're facing today. And so they're trying to come up with creative ways to say it, because they've already said this for the last 5 years and, you know, nothing happened. So now they're trying to emphasize the importance of, you know, the crap storm that we're actually in. So I just wanted to point a couple things out there, and one being that you know, somebody commented about, well, it's all about money, it's all about clicks. And unfortunately, a lot of times that's exactly right, because there's a lot of YouTube channels, the bigger guys, they approach this as a business, because it is a business. And so when you're operating the business, you're looking to maximize your profits, right? You're there to make money. And that's what it is for a lot of these guys. They're out there making money. And in order to be successful, they put these clickbaity titles on their thumbnails to get you to click on it. Because once you click on it and you watch that first little advertisement before you skip it, they make a few pennies. But when you do that, you know, hundreds of thousands and millions of times, then they start making pretty good income. And so it's all about getting people to watch the videos for some of them. Now, I'm not saying that's the case for all of them. Some of them have really good information. Some of them have really good content, and they've got important things to share, and they've got good opinions and good analysis. And so I'm not discrediting any of that, okay? Because, you know, some of those channels I've watched myself for a long time. Not so much anymore, but I've watched a lot of them myself. So the whole idea is to build a thumbnail, because that's where it starts. Build a thumbnail to get somebody that wants to click on it. And I can tell you that, and I try not to do this at all. I've only got a couple of videos or a couple of thumbnails out there where I use the word warning or urgent, because it was something I honestly felt like I needed to get out there and get this information to you. And so I would put warning across it or urgent across it. And I can tell you, with my small channel, those videos get 4 times the views than anything else. So certainly it's tempting to want to put out that kind of content with those kind of thumbnails to draw attention to my channel, because it's a business. And I'm in the business I'm not specifically, I'll get to that in a minute. but people are in the business of making money, and they have these large YouTube channels. So we run into the problem of where we are now, where they just regurgitate the same information, different year, and people are listening to it, people are watching it, but people who have been doing this for a long time, they're just like, they're just blowing smoke again, and that's not the case. I seriously believe that we're in trouble. And I think most of you probably agree too. I mean, there's too much information out there now. There's too much happening around the world. There's too many things coming from different angles that any one of them can cause things to really go sideways for us and cause a lot of problems for our country and for us as individuals. So I really believe that. But I'm not putting all my content out there that says doom and gloom, death and destruction, we're all going to die. Because it's spreading fear, and there's a line between spreading fear and trying to spread information. So I urge you to just be careful with the content that you watch, and I'm not telling you to stop watching anybody by any means at all, because there's good stuff out there, but maybe pick and choose what content you absorb, and then pay attention to your emotions and how you respond to it when you're watching that video. Do you get kind of welled up inside? Are you getting stirred up because of what they're saying? That doesn't do you any good. Okay? You need to take a deep breath and relax and remember to live life, because nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow. We have thoughts, we have predictions, we know bad things can easily happen at a moment's notice, but we have to keep living life. And that's my encouragement to you. Now, let's go back for a second and talk about these operating this as a business. I can tell you that sure, I enjoy the income that my YouTube channel brings in, but that's not my business. And I put out content, I put out videos sometimes that I know aren't going to generate a lot of views, but it's just me expressing thoughts and opinions, something I want to get off my chest, something I want to get out there, or something I want to show. And even though I know it's not going to get a lot of views, I put out content sometimes where I turn off the advertising because I don't want to make any money on a particular subject or a particular video. And so I just turn the advertising off because I still want to get that information out there and not make anything off of it. Now, I like to be rewarded for my efforts, and on my small channel, I'll disclose to you right here. I'm not supposed to say anything. I'm not supposed to disclose. I'm not supposed to put up graphs and information and show you what kind of money that YouTubers make. But on my small channel, I mean, it's growing. I've got 8,000 subscribers right now. A lot of my videos only get 300-400 views. Okay, they're just not getting the attention because I'm not using those clickbaity thumbnails. But a few of my videos do, and I've got videos that's got several thousand views as well. But overall, it's a really small channel compared to most. And last month, the month of October, I made about $300 off of YouTube. Okay, YouTube paid me about $300 for all the little advertisements that you see at the beginning of my video, and sometimes I can control whether I put advertisements in the middle of the video if the video is over 8 minutes long. And sometimes I'll put those advertisements out there in the middle of the video too, and sometimes I don't. I just let YouTube put up their required advertisement at the beginning, and that's it. And so, I make a couple of pennies every time somebody watches a video, and it adds up after it gets to be thousands and thousands of views. It adds up. Now, I do make a little money off of Amazon, and somebody, and I want to share this because someone commented just 2 days ago, left a kind of a nasty comment on one of my videos, talking about, well, look at all the links he has in his description. He's just trying to make money and blah, 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 blah. And it really ticked me off, and I should have left it, but I'm pretty sure I deleted the comment. Yeah, I censored my own channel. It just ticked me off that someone would accuse me of just blatantly just trying to make money. I'm not trying to make money. I'd like to get compensated for the videos that I put out, because we put a lot of time and effort into it. And I think we should be compensated to some degree. Most of the content on YouTube is free for all of you. You just have to watch an advertisement. You don't have to pay anything. It's entertainment. Some of it is very informative. Some of it is educational. But it's out there for you. And a lot goes into making videos. This video right here is, when I do these truck videos, is probably the lowest cost. Let's just put it that way. Because I don't do a lot of editing. Okay, I throw up the camera on the stand here. I ramble for a little bit. And I go home and I create thumbnails, I upload it, I go through the process of uploading it to YouTube, which takes a little time. So these type of videos, I might have an hour and a half into the video. So that's not too bad. But when I'm doing in studio, then that's completely different. Those videos can take a couple hours to record. Complicated videos will take 3-4 hours to record. And then you have a whole lot of editing to do. And for me, it takes, sometimes 6 hours or so to edit those videos. Then you got to look at the associated costs. We have subscription fees we have to pay for in order to be able to provide these services. And so, yeah, you look at it and you operate as a business because, you're putting a lot of effort into it. And so I think YouTubers should be compensated. So getting back to Amazon, that's not why I have links on my in my description. I put links down there because it helps some of you folks. You see something that I'm using in my video, you can go down there and you can usually find it in one of the links. You can go check it out. And if you happen to buy something while you're there, excuse me, on Amazon, then I make a small commission off of it. And most commission rates on Amazon are 3%. Okay, so if you spend a whopping $100 on something, I might make $3. And so that adds up a little bit. But most of the time, my Amazon commission is, close to, but not always equal to what I make on YouTube. Okay? So in all, if you say, let's just say I make $500, this month, that's great. But if you go and look, historically, I'll put out about 10 videos or so every month. I put out a video every couple of days. So if you say 10 videos a month, then it takes 3-4 hours total, combined, average it out. That's still a lot of time and effort that I'm putting in for, $500. So I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the interaction with all of you. And that's why I do it. And that's why I try not to use clickbaity thumbnails and titles just to get people to click on my videos. I try not to overhype. I try not to, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I would just use hype. I try not to hype things more than what they are, just to get you to click on it. But having said all that, we are in some pretty bleak times right now. And and because of that, there are going to be things that I put out there with some, call it clickbaity titles if you want. But I'm going to put stuff out there because I want it to get the attention. I want it to get your attention because I want you to know the urgency that I'm feeling. If I think you should feel the same level of urgency. So, just want to put that out there because, sometimes it looks like preppers are crying wolf, but take it to heart. We are in serious times. Things are pretty bad. And, stay vigilant. Stay aware of your surrounding. And, of course, keep prepping. That's all I got to say. If you're new here, subscribe. You know what to do. Thanks.